Meanwhile, if you've been to a gas station lately, you know we're all digging deeper to fill our tanks thanks to the ongoing conflict in Iran. So how much worse might it get before it gets better? For a look at rising worldwide oil prices, I want to welcome in the founder and executive director of Power the Future, Daniel Turner. Daniel, welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. The Speaker of the Islamic Republic of Iran's parliament wrote on X today, enjoy the current pump figures with the so-called blockade. Soon you'll be nostalgic for $4 to $5 gas. What do you think of the Iranian speaker's comments?
They know exactly what's happening on domestic policy, and they are wishing that Joe Biden were still in office or Kamala Harris had won the election in 2024. They don't want a Trump presidency. What happened to the good old days of shadow diplomacy with John Kerry during the Obama years, right? So it's not surprising that the Ayatollah or the Supreme Leader has weighed in on American domestic policy because they don't want to see a strong President Trump. That's bad for them. So you just wish that some of our friends on the other side of the aisle would see things the same way, but they seem to be siding with the Ayatollah because they too want political power back. So poor President Trump, he's got enemies on all sides, in the Persian Gulf and on the other side of Congress.
Okay, Daniel, but how much higher do you think gas prices will go, and how long before they come back to earth, like $3 or less a gallon?
Well, we've been in this conflict for, 6 or 7 weeks now, and they've been consistently around this point. And it's not great, don't get me wrong. I don't like $100 a barrel oil either. But at the height of all of this, at the height of the actual military engagement, crazy words from the Ayatollah, mean tweets from President Trump, it has stayed around this level. I don't see any reason why oil would suddenly spike beyond $110 a barrel. Now, to turn it around, see prices drop, I think you just need to go back to the beginning of the administration in 2025. The president was barely in office 2 months, and his policies sent market signals of calm, and that brought prices down to $65 a barrel. So I think when markets have a certainty that there is stability in that region and there is no military threat to cargo ships, I think prices could drop in a matter of 2 weeks.
Wow. Well, that's good news. I got time for one more. Drill, baby, drill, one of the slogans in Trump's 2024 campaign. Can oil producers here in the U.S. significantly increase their production so drivers might get more relief when they gas up their cars?
Yeah, the problem with oil production is that it takes 5 or 6 years. And so there is a huge desire to drill, baby, drill. But the gas you're putting in your tank right now was drilled by a well back in 2000, 2001. It is a very long process. So don't forget, we had a 4-year pause where the Biden administration stopped all permitting, stopped all oil and gas exploration. Alaska, Outer Continental Shelf, Gulf of then Mexico, now Gulf of America, et cetera. So we're behind the curve, right? We are producing 13.4 million barrels a day. That's great. But if there wasn't that 4-year pause, we could be up to 17 million, and that would be much better relief. So we're behind the 8 ball, but we'll catch up.
I think you meant 2021 or 2022, not 2001. That was a long time ago, Daniel Turner. But, yeah. We appreciate your time very much, sir. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.